Good afternoon, students. In the previous class, the topic that was error, and I have taught to all of you about absolute error. But today, the topic related to it, that is relative error, percentage error, and numerical based on it. And then after propagation of errors, it can be divided into 4 parts. Number 1, in case of sum of two observed quantities, sum z is equal to a plus b. In case of difference of two observed quantities, a minus b, multiplication z is equal to a into b, and division a by b. In these 4 different parts. But I have to start from relative error. Just watch here. Relative error. What is relative error? Actually, it is the ratio of mean absolute error and the value of quantity being measured. And relative error can be mathematically written as a mean by you all are familiar about these two. In the previous class of absolute error, any data is given. Suppose number of breads eaten by a student in a week. It means total number of breads eaten by the student on the 7 days. You have to sum the number of breads and it will be divided by 7. So, you can easily calculate the mean diet of that particular student. How? What will be the mean value? It will be calculated. But this is your del A mean. That was your absolute error. You can calculate the absolute error in so many ways. Single way. Mean error. Mean of the given data is calculated and divided by it is subtracted from this value to the very first. Suppose a mean is something minus first value, A1, second one, mean minus second value, third value, and so on. That was your relative error. And next is your percentage error. So what do you mean by percentage error? How can we calculate percentage? Percent is the term related to 100 per 100. If the value of relative error is given and when it will be multiplied by 100, we can easily calculate the percentage error. So we can write percentage error. Percentage error. Very simple definition. When relative error, is multiplied by 100, then percentage error can be written as percentage error can be written as short form percentage error. This can be written as del MA this divided by arithmetic mean of the given data, and then it will be multiplied by 100. Thus, this result, this is the value of percentage error. So, this value will be always in percent. Okay? This was your relative error. This by this and multiplied by 100, there will be no change. 100% means 100 by 100. Just you have to express in terms of percent. So you have to calculate the value of the relative error by 100. We can easily calculate percentage error. Okay? As a closer look for the proper maintenance of your note, you can watch, and very close screenshot is being taken. Everything. Question. The length and breadth of a rectangle are this and this. It means length and breadth both are given. We will write given L is equal to how much? 8 plus minus 0.4. This is the length. Whereas breadth is 5 plus minus 0.6 meters. These two are given. Find the percentage error in the calculation of the area. So first of all, we will calculate the percentage of its length. Write down for the solution. We can write percentage error in the measurement of length. Percentage error in the measurement of length. Measurement of length. This will be how much? This is your 0.4 by 8 multiplied by 100. Just we have discussed about absolute errors previously. This by this. After solving it, we will get 4 by 80 multiplied by 100. This 0 cancel. 4 to the 8. 10 by 2. Finally, I40. This is the percentage error in the measurement of length. Now, breaking this one. So, percentage error. As I think there is no need to write dot symbol only in the measurement of, in case of length, you will use breadth. In case of breadth, 0.6 by 5 multiplied by 100. You can write 6 by 50 into 100 in percent. 50 to the 100. So the final value becomes 6 to the 12%. This is the percentage error in the break, but you have to calculate the percentage error in the calculation of its area. Hence, percentage error in area, in the measurement of area. This was 5% and this one was 12, and finally maximum value 17%. This is your answer. 17% is the final result for the percentage error in the measurement of area, that is the maximum area. Now another example. Next, question number 2. The atmospheric pressure is 74.5 cl of mercury. The actual value that is given by 14th barometer is 75.8 cm of mercury. That is actually calculate percentage error. We have to calculate percentage error. Actual value, that is this, and this atmospheric pressure was that. So we will calculate what will be the value of absolute error. Absolute error. Absolute error, it can be observed. The difference of these two means 75.8 cm of Hg minus 74.5 cm of mercury. So you can write Hg, and we will get this minus this. 0.8 minus this is your 3, and it will be 1.3 cm of Hg. This is the value of absolute error. Actually, we have to calculate the percentage error. Very easy. Percentage error, we can write in short form percentage error. Percentage error, absolute error is 1.3 and the actual pressure was 75.8. 75.8 when it is multiplied by 100. So we can say this value is it gives relative error. We can solve it. It will be expressed in percent. Arithmetically it will be in percent. So this by this, there is 0.13 by 758, this decimal multiplied by 100, so it will be 1300 by 758. Now we have to divide this by this, and this ratio will be in percent. You can divide this divided by this will be approximately 1.7. You can solve it very easy. This by this, approximately it will be 1.7%. Hence we can say the percentage error in the given pressure is 1.7%. Okay, let us your example number 3. the experimental value of a specific heat of copper be 0.38 joule per gram per degree C. Its actual value is 0.39 joule per gram per degree C. Calculate percentage error. To calculate the percentage error, first of all you should calculate absolute error. Yes. What will be the absolute error? This is difference of these two. Actual value are 0.39 joule per gram per degree C minus experimental value 0.38. What will be the difference? 0.01 joule per gram per degree C. We have to calculate percentage error. Therefore, percentage error it can be written as absolute error was 0.01 and what was the actual value? 0.39. This is multiplied by 100. Then we will calculate percentage error. This into 100 and your result will be percent. It can be written as 1 by 39 multiplied by 100. So it is your 100 by 39. 2 point something. Something means 39. 100. We can solve 39 to the 78. It will be 22.0. 5 times 9 5 is 45. 4 5 3 is 15 plus 4 195 remaining 25 0 approximately it will be. So we will write 2.6%. 2.6% approx. Okay, approx. This is the value of percentage error. And very interesting in last example of this, that is given. I am expressing the last question related to this. The period of oscillation of a simple pendulum. The successive measurements, the reading turned out to be 2.63 seconds, 2.56 seconds, 2.42 seconds, 2.71 seconds, and 2.80 seconds respectively. Calculate mean period, absolute errors, relative error, and percentage error. All the four quantities are to be calculated. These are the value observed through a simple pendulum. First, demanded mean period. Number 1, mean period. All the time periods are given. So we will take the mean of it. First time period is 2.63 seconds. Second one is 2.56 seconds. Third one is 2.42 seconds. Fourth is 2.71 and last time period is 2.80. These are the time periods. Overall observation was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So whole divided by 5. You have to add it. 1 plus 2, 3, 9, 9 plus 3, 6, 3, 9, 9 plus 2, 11, 12, 2, 1, 8, 1, 9, 9 plus 7, 16 plus 4, 20, 25 plus 6, 31. 3 remains. All are 2. 2 5 are 10 plus 3, 13. Divided by 5. This solution will be 5 to the 10. 3 remains 31. 5 6 the 30. 1 to 12. 5 to the 10. 2 remains 20. 5 for the 20. Mean period this, so you can also write it as 2.62 seconds. Next is your absolute errors. Second item is absolute errors. Absolute errors in measurement. First, the mean of fall is 2.62. So it will be 2.62 minus, what was the first observation? 2.63 and this will be minus 0.01 second. Another absolute error. Second reading was this one. So 2.62 minus 2.56. This minus this 0.06 second. Third one, this is your 2.42. 2.62 minus 2.42. This minus this 0.20. Fourth reading was 2.71. 2.62 minus 2.71. This minus this, the result will be negative. Minus 0.09 second. And last observation was 2.80. So it will be 2.62 minus 2.80. This will be also negative. Minus 80 minus 62. This. These are the value of the absolute errors. So we can write this will be how much? Modulus of this. Remember the previous formula. This value, mod value is always taken positive. So it will be modulus of this 0.01 per second error what? 0.06 third one 0.20. This one is negative, but its magnitude will be 0.09, and last is your 0.18. All divided by this one, the overall 5 observation. Now you have to add it. Simple mathematics. 18 plus 9, 27 plus 20, 47 plus 6, 52, 53 plus 1, 54. 6 plus 1, 7, 7, 27, 36, 54. Okay. 0.54. This divided by 5. We can write 0.11 second approximately. That is 55. This indicates now we have to calculate the relative error and percentage error. For this, now we will calculate this two. Determination of third and the last item, we can write the period of oscillation of the simple pendulum is this plus minus, that was average 0.11 second. That is, it can be written as 2.62 plus minus this, then it will be added by this 2.62 plus its one value will be 2.62 plus 0.11. So it will be 2.76. This minus this 2.62 minus 0.11, it will be 2.51. Since arithmetic mean of all the absolute error was 0. Error, not mirror. Absolute error, it was 0.1. So the correct way we can write 2.6 plus minus 0.1 second. And last is your percentage error. Fourth is shortcut way percentage error. Very simple formula for the percentage error. This is your 0.1 by 2.6. Just relative error multiplied by 100. It will be your percentage error. This by this into 100. This will be your relative error multiplied by 100. Now it can be written as 1 by 226. This point multiplied by 100. So it will be 100 by 26%. So it can be approximately written as plus minus 4%. Approximately this percent. This was the value of percentage. These are the examples. There should be no confusion in it. This was relative error clear, percentage error, numerical based on it. Now, propagation of errors. It is divided into 4 parts. Very first part, that was the sum of 2 observed quantities. Let A and B be 2 quantities, and that if your Z will be A plus B. Similarly, what will be value of delta Z? Just solving it, we will keep in brief in the next class regarding all the propagation of errors, either in the form of sum, addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, these 4, and that will be the end of the chapter. Okay, thank you.